Hello, friend. Welcome back. It is time for a weekly little insight into what is selling right now on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So we are trying to get those average sales up. There are still some in here that are lower dollar, and that is okay. And if they are listed and I still think there's a good chance they will sell, I am leaving them there. But I did remove over 300 DVDs and I gave them away for free. So we are making progress. Our goal is to lower the amount in our store, not increase it. So I do these videos to give you a little peek into what is selling for us right now. That way, if you have it in your death pile, if you are outsourcing and you see it, you will know that currently it is selling. So I'm going to show you a few from Poshmark, a few from Mercari, and 15 from eBay that have sold over the last week for us. And there are some good ones in here. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start off taking a look at my back door, my seller overview over on eBay. I do like to show you the back. I want to show you the numbers. I want to show you I'm 100% real, and I like to keep it honest. I will tell you if I think I made a mistake and I wouldn't buy the thing again. And I also tell you those good sales. So I'm going to tell you where I got all this stuff. I'll tell you how much it sold for, if it sold on a best offer, and I will tell you how long it took to sell. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are doing okay. We are still down 7.3% from the last month, which we definitely want to see that increase. There sometimes is a summer slowdown. It typically doesn't affect us overly bad. I think what is going on is as we are taking listings down, we're doing a lot of live sales. We're just not listing as much on eBay. So hopefully that will increase. I will tell you yesterday, look at yesterday. We did $931. I am recording this on Sunday. You'll see it later in the week. But that was a really great sales day. So for the last week, we're at $3,535, which is really, really good. I am happy with that. Our sales are going up. It takes time. When you're changing your business model, you're getting higher dollar items listed. It takes a while. So down 7.3%, still almost at 13,000 for the month. So let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly is selling. First up, I'm going to show you this Chanel No. 5 gift bag set. This is one I feel like you might be able to get at a garage sale because this was all Chanel No. 5 stuff. So I'm actually only a few dollars into this one. And this one sold for a best offer of $34.50. I did send that out because we have had it for about 4 months. So here you can see it has like all the little Chanel No. 5 gift things that come with the perfume. So we did lot this one up and include everything with it, a little dust bag. We do show the measurements of the bags. We want to make sure they know exactly what size they're getting. So it took about 4 months to sell and is about a $25 profit. Up next, if you know about tools, you might have to tell me if I undersold this thing. And normally I'll look through the tools and pull some, but this has been sitting here for over a year, and then it actually sold in a day of listing it. So it sold full price for $97.49. I got this in a big estate buyout, so I'm actually only like $1 in, so it's close to an $80 profit. And it is a vanadium steel toolbox, and I sold it full of the tools. And here you can see the vanadium steel sticker. It had tons and tons of tools. I did not want to separate them out. I lotted it up, priced it at $97.49, and it sold in a day. So let me know if you think I undersold that one. I am happy though with that $80 profit. Up next, this one sold to a viewer. It sold to Miss Michelle. So I do want to say thank you to her. She actually bought two of them, a light pink and a dark pink one. And she bought the two of them for a total of $38.60. I picked these up at the thrift store. They are brand new. I paid $3.50. They were half off. And so I'm $7 in, and it was a $38 combined sale on these. And it will be about a $25 profit between the two. So these I could not leave. If you didn't see the video, I picked them up over on my Cat's Treasure Hunting channel, which is my thrifting channel. You can see they have cute little charms that say handmade with love. They were never used. Beautiful, beautiful throw pillow covers. And these sold in under a week. So again, thank you to Michelle. Next is another one that I picked up over on my Cat's Treasure Hunting channel. And this buyer has been buying one or two of these from me every few weeks. So this is a Mark Roberts elf fairy, and he sent me an offer of $45. I'm about 20 in, so it's about a $20 profit after fees. This one is Be My Valentine. It does have the original box. Watch for Mark Roberts because his bigger pieces are really, really valuable. I say it every time, but a lot of this stuff most people wouldn't think are worth money. They do have tags on them. There you can see that Mark Roberts collection. And something you definitely want to keep an eye out for. Again, we did have the original box, and this one was a great, great sale. $45 offer, $20 profit, and it did sell in just a little over a month. Up next is something I might have a little bit of trouble not picking up. So I probably will just price these a little bit higher because I said I was going to say at that $25 price point. This is a pair of Dove's pillowcases. They actually sold in under 2 months, so I'm really happy with how fast they sold. I'm only $1 in. They did sell for an offer I sent out of $20, so 10% off, and they are going to be about a $15 profit. So here are the photos of these. Definitely watch for vintage pillowcases, especially if they are sets. They, for us, have sold very, very well. And this one is hand cross-stitched. Another thrift store find and another fast sale. This is an international tag purse, and I knew it was an international tag because of selling so many license plates. So this one I did put vintage bag leather strap biker Y2K. This one I picked up at the thrift store for $5. And it sold for a best offer of $39. So it's about a $28 profit, and it sold in under a month. So it was a very, very fast sale. I did put read because there was supposed to be a button right there, and there was not. This was one of the coolest things I found at the thrift store. You can see the really nice leather strap there inside. And this one sold very, very fast. So watch for license plate purses. The Hawaii license plate purses actually sold for quite a bit more. So some of the more in-demand license plates on purses will sell higher, and definitely keep an eye out. Up next is a pair of pillows. I picked these up at the thrift store for, I believe, $5 each. So I'm $10 in. They did sell for a best offer of $40. So I'm still making a $26, $27 profit. These did sell to a viewer. They sold to Miss Deb. She bought quite a few other things as well that I am not going to show in this video. And Miss Deb purchases a lot from us, so I definitely want to say thank you, Miss Deb. We appreciate you. If you guys don't know, outdoor pillows can be valuable. So I did accept a lower offer because she buys a lot from us, but these still were a good profit. Now, watch for these. Sunbrella is a great brand. There are quite a few, and you can tell on these pillows because they are like a thicker fabric. And the indoor outdoor are more durable and they last longer. So watch for those throw pillows. There are quite a few that are worth a lot. Next is one that is a little bit below the price point we are trying to hit. I actually sent out an offer of $14.95 on this one. It was listed back in January. This one I picked up at a thrift store for $1. So it's about a $10 profit. Really easy to photograph and list though. This one is Pottery Barn, which is a great brand. Watch for Pottery Barn, especially on linens, because it can be very, very valuable. And this one was a great sale. We listed Christmas in January, so I am happy with 3 months to sell. Next is a little retail arbitrage. I always go down the clearance aisle when I am shopping at Walmart. This one was only listed a month. I accepted a lower offer because I think I priced a little bit high. I accepted an offer of $130. So I paid about $75 for this at Walmart on clearance. And it was on clearance because you can see the box is really, really beat up. And so they put it on clearance and I made about a $40 profit, but it was really fast, sold in a month. And this one, though it's heavy, is easy to ship because it's in that heavyweight box with the styrofoam. Next is one that sold in a day. And I don't know if I underpriced. I will tell you though, I offered this on my Shop the Shed for a $10 start and nobody took it. And I got a $32 offer within an hour. So I am not much in. This was actually in a cart lot I got from an estate sale. And it is over close to a $25 profit on these three. So here you can see the photos. This one is it's faux jade. I do not believe it is real jade. And the lot of three sold for $32 in under an hour. All right, this one you will see now, and you will see it again in my high dollar what sold video. This is a rare 1941 Coro rhodium brooch. I got this in an online lot for about $20. This one sold for full asking price of $519.99. I got multiple offers in the $300 to $400 range. I countered their offers and nobody took it. It sold for full price under a month. I do want to point out, I have here, please see photos. 4 small clear rhinestones are missing. This was not in perfect condition. $500 sale, over a $400 profit in under a month. So make sure you are checking those brooches. Here you can see the Coro craft. I was able to identify this using Google Lens, and I also was able to find comps on WorthPoint. I do have a video on WorthPoint. If you get these rare items like this brooch, it is very wise to research on WorthPoint. So I'll pop my video up top that I did on WorthPoint, but this was an excellent, excellent sale. And again, sold in under a month. Next is another thing I really, really love. And I probably will continue picking these up. These I can price at that $25 point because it's hard to find the exact one. So this is a vintage copper on enamel floral enamel dish. I picked this up at the thrift store for just a couple of dollars. Did sell for full price of $19.49. And it did take, though, about 5 months to sell. So it was a longer tail, but I love enamel on copper. Here you can see the photos. It was initialed there on the bottom. And this one was a good sale. It's about a $12 to $13 profit. Here is another one I offered on Shop the Shed before I listed it. And this one also sold in a day. One day for a best offer of $23. I got this as well in that cart lot, so I'm not very much in. So it's over a $15 profit. You can see the geisha lady here. And here is the back. This one is carved jade. It's just shy of 2 inches. Watch for carved jade because they do very, very well. And this one was a very, very fast sale. Up next is a box, and I wanted to put this up here. We do still have some boxes left. We definitely are way in the profit. I originally paid about $4 a box. This one sold for a best offer of $31.84. I am sending out 30% off offers now. So it's over probably close to $25 profit. Now, this one is a drawer style box. The Louis Vuitton drawer style boxes are not worth as much as the magnetic. This is a shoe box. The magnetic are typically purse boxes, just in case you find some while you are out there at garage sales. And we just show all of the measurements you can see. And I am happy with that profit. We got so many of these boxes. Keep an eye out for empty boxes. Multiple different brands will sell. Last up on eBay is this extra large pink tea towel. This one did sell full price for $19.49. Again, this is one I probably would still pick up and just price it at that $25 point because I only paid $1. So it is a $15 profit, really easy to list as well as ship. And this one sold in about a month. So not very long to sell on this one. With your vintage linens, if you get really, really nice prints, like these are really pretty roses, they will sell and they will sell fast. All right, that was it for the preview for eBay. I want to talk to you for a couple of minutes real quick about what we are doing as far as our business model, and also talk about a great group for helping you improve your business. So first, I want to say I am debating ending all of my listings on Poshmark and Mercari. Now, not like quitting Poshmark and Mercari, but we've had some double sales. Like on Poshmark, if there is an offer out, the ending doesn't get listed. So we have some of those scattered throughout. Mercari, that has happened as well. So as we are pulling items out, I'm really thinking about pulling down all of the listings and starting fresh. I really hate having double sales, and I want to utilize List Perfectly's ending of items. So List Perfectly has where it will end. If it sells on eBay, it ends it on Poshmark and Mercari. What's happened is I have ended and resold, and I have really just unlinked all of the items in the List Perfectly catalog. So that is my bad from not linking them. It's really easy to link in the List Perfectly catalog. You just hit link and it links it back to the original listing. And I didn't do that. So as it is right now, it would not function for me to use the ending. But if I take all those listings down, start fresh, and I'm hoping again that we're going to be ending hundreds and hundreds of listings that are just stale. They have been there for years. The profit was made on the lot. We want the space. We want to clear out the store and have faster selling items. Then I can utilize List Perfectly to have it end items where we're not getting those double sales. And it doesn't happen often. And when it does happen, it's because of something I did, and I unlinked the item to the catalog. If you want me to do a video on linking them and like ending and selling similar, let me know. I would be more than happy to. And I do have a couple of tutorials on List Perfectly. I will pop those up top for you. And that way you can see how it works if you're interested in it. And we do have the 30% off code, the Nurse Flipper. And I am going to show you Poshmark and Mercari here in a second, but I did want to just talk to you guys. I mentioned it on a couple of my research videos. Kaylee Elaine has started a Resellers Edge group. It is both on Facebook as well as on Kajabi. They do weekly coaching calls 3 times a week. I have sat in on a few of those. They talk about business practices, improving profit, how to source good sell-through items. They give BOLO lists. They are primarily on clothing. However, I think as an everything seller, it is still really valuable to hear all of the business ideas that they come up with. They talk about different inventory systems. There's just so so much available in that group. They just started a Facebook group chat where you can ask a question, and those of us that are experienced at selling can pipe in and answer it for you. So it's pretty immediate that you get answered. And what made me think of this is somebody was just asking about Poshmark, how often to mark down clothes, how to do the closet-wide markdown, and how often to send offers. So there's things like that that are in the group that you can ask on Facebook or in the group. You can do the coaching calls. You can let them know if you're struggling with a certain aspect of your business, be it sourcing, be it inventory, storage, whatever. It is just so full of information and resources. They have courses. I think there are a lot of courses. I did look. I didn't count them, but there are a lot of them. They do have the BOLO list for clothing, which I have been taking a look at because I'm definitely trying to up my clothing game, because that's what I find the most of when I'm here thrifting. So check out Reseller's Edge. I do have a discount for that. I'll pop it down in the comments. And I've seen a few of you in there, and everybody seems to really, really love it. So if you are in it or you're going to join, I would love to hear your feedback or any suggestions. I'm sure Kaylee would as well. They have put so much time and effort into that group that it is just so, so full of valuable information. And with that, I have had some higher dollar sales on Mercari and Poshmark, and I am going to share those with you right now. All right, I am not gonna dilly-dally. I'm gonna show you the biggest sale right away, and that is this heron green fishnet frog. This is under 2 inches. It sold for $120 very, very fast. Now, I did pay up. I paid over $60 for this. So it is about a $50 profit because Mercari does not have fees, and it sold in a day on Mercari. Listed on the 15th, sold on the 16th. Here you can see the photos. If you don't know this fishnet pattern, make sure you look for it. Here is that heron hungary that you need to keep an eye out for. Some heron is not overly valuable, but this frog was a more rare piece, and this one was a great, great sale and very, very fast on Mercari. Now, we definitely love the no fees, right? This vintage cachet robe sold for $42 on Mercari. It did take 2 months, but there are no fees. I got this for $1. This is a $41 profit. How amazing is that on a vintage robe? If you did not watch my robe video, watch it. I will pop it up top because there are some really, really valuable robes. It is definitely a section you don't want to skip. And this was a great sale on Mercari, again, with no fees. Last on Mercari before we move over to Poshmark, I wanted to show you this doily because typically the plain white doilies, you will need to lot up to get a decent sale. This one is a pink and green snowflake shape. This one sold for $16 on Mercari. I only paid $1, so it's a $15 profit. So with our new business model, even with these fancy ones, I will need to lot them up to get to that $25 price point. But just in case, if you see just one of these, they will sell right around that $15 mark if they're fancy and they have colors. But again, with those plain white ones, in my experience, you do need to lot them up. Now we are jumping over to Poshmark. This is an Auburn Tigers fishing shirt. It sold for $20. I picked this up for only $1. This one, my payout was $16, so it's $15 profit. Now, this one didn't have the size, so we did estimate the size by the measurements as an XL. We have other Columbia shirts, so I was easily able to compare the sizes on them with the measurements. So this one was a pretty fast sale. It sold in under a month, and again, $15 profit. Next is a Boston Museum of Art. Watch the Museum of Art stuff, guys. it can be valuable. This is a ivory silk scarf with cats. I did put cheetah and tiger, sold for $30. So our payout was $22. I paid about $1. So it's about a $20 profit. So some scarves, if they have great prints, also, again, those Museum of Fine Arts are excellent scarves to find. You can see here our measurements. This one sold in about two to 3 months, but $20 profit, and not 2 months for a scarf for me is not too bad. Last on Poshmark is this FSU vintage polo. Payout was about $16 on this. This is another dollar clothing find though. So this one is about a $15 profit. This one took about 2 to 3 months to sell. So this is one, if I get it while thrifting, I will be offering in my thrifting boxes. What I will do, if I pay $1, I will offer them to you for about $3. So with this one, you would still make about a $13 profit, which isn't too bad. But I have tons of dollar thrift clothing, and these are ones that we will start not listing because they are below that $25 price point. All right, I know I talked a lot, but I hope you have learned a lot. Let me know. I know I talked about changing my business model with you last week, and a lot of you said that you are starting to do the same. So if you're doing that, let everybody know what you're doing in your business to change it. That way it might give them some ideas of how they want to better their business. I think it is very, very important in our businesses to always be reevaluating and growing. And that could be doing lower dollar but higher volume, depending on what you're finding, or doing like I am and doing higher price point but listing less. And it also will depend on your storage space, the amount of time you have. There's just so much to consider. No one business model is going to work great for any one person. Just remember that. So pick and choose those pieces from different resellers that you might watch here on YouTube or that you know in person, and make your own business model. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one.